Today I'm going to take you along with me as I install a new toilet. First we're going to shut off the water to it, disconnect the supply line, give it a flush, and then we vacuum out the bowl, or you could also use a sponge. I'm going to pull off the china caps and unthread them. Hopefully they come off this easy for you, but in some cases they are stuck on there. We pull the toilet, get rid of this old supply line, and I'm also going to replace the shutoff valve, which I would recommend if it's in bad shape or more than 10 years old. It's just a good idea to have a reliable shutoff there when you need it. It was a compression style valve before, so we're going to remove the ferrule and the compression nut. In some cases they don't want to come off easily, in which case you'll grab a tiny Tim saw or similar tool in order to make a small cut in the middle of it, and then I use a flathead screwdriver to try to splice it apart. I'm going to clean up the copper before I install my new escutcheon, my new compression nut, and the new ferrule. If the old ferrule made a dent in the pipe, you might want to cut off a small section of it just so it doesn't line up in the exact same spot. If it does, you might have issues getting it to be tight and not leak. I've got a link that has some of these tools that I'm using. I can post it if anybody's interested. It just makes it a little bit easier to do simple tasks like this, since I do this kind of thing every day. I'm going to install a new supply line, clean up the old wax. This hollow core nut driver is one of the tools that I have linked. I'm going to clean up the flange, and then I install my new bolts, which come with double nuts and double washers, which is super nice because that's how I like to install them. I've got an extra thick wax ring. I'm going to clean up the flooring before I go and grab the new toilet. It's a Toto Drake 2021 comfort height elongated bowl. I'm going to make sure it gets a good squish on the wax without rotating. You just want to push straight down on that wax. And then we install our new china caps. Gonna cut off the excess with that tiny Tim again. We're gonna caulk the base, and then we get our new toilet bolts installed. Most of the brands that I've seen don't come with the double washers and double nuts for the tank bolts, so don't worry if yours only has one set, but it is gonna make it a little bit easier when we go to set in this step. Gonna tighten those up with the hollow core nut driver again, tighten up our supply line, and then we turn on the water to test for leaks. In my opinion, the Totos are the best flushing toilets on the market, and I highly recommend them. I've never had a problem installing them. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments.